we're just on the way over to the shop. We're going to install some new wheel spacers onto the Elantra today. I've got 20 millimeter spacers all around, and I'm thinking that that should provide a nice flush fitment. I did a little bit of research. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of information in regards to the 2021s just because they're so new. But for what I understand of people installing on the Elantra Sports between the year, I think 2016 and 2020, that in order to use a wheel spacer with its own studs on there, you need to do at least 20 millimeters. Otherwise, if you do less, you'll end up having to grind down the OEM studs. And I'm looking to avoid that if possible. So I'm going to try out the 20 millimeter spacers all around and see how the fitment looks. Because I didn't want to go like 15 millimeters or something and end up having to grind studs just to make it fit flush, and even then having it possibly not be enough of a wheel spacement, enough of an offset change to satisfy what I'm looking to do with it. So we'll get it over to the garage here, we'll get it up on the jack and get the wheel spacers installed and see what they look like. So I'll show you guys what we got. So one thing we do have is new black lugs here. Now these should look pretty nice. The only thing is I have lock nuts on there now. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do is either have just one chrome one there and figure out a way to black that out. That way we can have a nice uniform black lugs all the way around. So we'll figure out what to do with that. I might have to go into that a little bit later on. But we've got spacers here. We'll have to unwrap these, but as you can see, they're all together, spaced apart by the studs here. Bit of a tight fit, so we're doing a little bit of sanding around the hub centering ring here. This should make it fit onto the wheel a little bit easier. And we're also going to follow this up with a little bit of grease on the inside of the wheel and some onto the studs themselves, just to make sure that the wheels don't fuse to the actual spacers. now I'm just going to be taking a little bit of extra time to go nice and gentle on each of the different lugs, just to make sure we get a perfect fitment of the wheel to the spacer. Now as we go around, we want to make sure that the hub centering ring settles perfectly into the hub, and there's going to be no gaps all around. The spacer fitment seems to be really good here, so we're going to go ahead and install them on all the other wheels and see how they look.